Yeah, that's like I'm wanting to do like videos, live videos um for mental health month.
Yeah, yeah, you were saying something about that, and I was like, oh man, I want to be on board with that. That's I could
Yeah,
talk I could talk about that all day.
right on, cool. And I know like I sent out a tweet on Twitter that had the hashtags for NAMI and they haven't gotten back to me, but I think that was on a Friday, so it's like the weekend and everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, interesting. I had no idea it was Mental Health Month next month.
Yeah, I think it's May and yeah, I'm looking forward to celebrating it. I definitely have some issues I want to talk about and learn some stuff and create awareness and
Yeah, man, that's cool. I've been trying to figure out a way to because I don't know, my counselors and everything, they say you don't have to tell anybody, but I don't really care to like keep it a secret. But
yeah.
at the same time, it is. I've been reading a lot. I read a lot, like especially internet articles, and there is like a weird stigma towards like people with mental issues. A lot of
Yeah.
people, especially nowadays, like people think that they're sketchy or like they will just mix up and do something real quick that they normally wouldn't do.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, ever since like Columbine and stuff, they think that people are, if you're mentally insane, they think you're just gonna like shoot up their school or some shit. I don't
Yeah, the stigma attached to it. And I know on the NAMI website they have this feature like where you can sign an agreement to be stigma free and everything, and I think
know.
that's really
Yeah,
cool.
really cool. That is really cool. I like that stuff.
Yeah,
'Cause, I mean,
totally.
I don't know. I used to hang out with a lot of different people, and I used to like discuss. I've had many like deep discussions with people, and one time this guy, we were like on acid and stuff, and he was like explaining how there's all these different types of crazy. I was like, wow, that actually makes kind of sense. But he was just going down a list, like just describing all these types of crazy people.
Yeah, I know one thing I'm thinking about for next month is trying to do a month sober and like so I think that would be a
What
good
do you
way
do?
to
Do
celebrate
you
mental
drink or
health
something?
month. Yeah, I drink. I've been drinking tonight, and then I also smoke weed. So
Oh, okay.
it's probably
Yeah,
not good for me.
that's like my drug. Where'd
Ah,
you go?
right on. You can't see me anymore?
Oh, we did something weird. That was trippy. They like digitized or something, like pixelated.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think it does that
No.
sometime.
Yeah, no, pot and weed are they're not very bad, but I mean, if you have mental health issues, they can affect it.
Yeah, I just been kind of wondering because I just been kind of wondering about that and I know I think I can go like I don't know, but yeah, I think that might be a good way to celebrate and then after a month I'll be able to better evaluate where I'm at.
Yeah, man, you can just take it one day at a time. I've been sober for like 2.5 years, a little longer actually.
That's good, man. That's really good.
Um, I kind of need a little bit of help with the alcohol though. I was drinking like malt liquor like every night and stuff. I was, in whiskey.
Oh yeah. I don't feel like I'm an alcoholic, but I do like to drink every once in a while, have a few drinks, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I enjoy alcohol myself, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean
tends to
everything
clear
about
my
it.
head a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, and marijuana too. I've had the urge to smoke weed lately, but yeah, that's a whole other story. But yeah, I like uh when I stopped smoking weed, I was actually smoking splits with like tobacco in them,
Uh-huh.
and it got me into smoking cigarettes a lot. And I was always anti-tobacco, until I started smoking splits, and I would smoke like 5 cigarettes in between, and then I'd smoke a joint, and I'd smoke 5 more cigarettes, and I'd just go through the day like that. And after I stopped being so physically active, it took quite a toll, and I actually haven't smoked cigarettes for like 6 months, I think.
Mm,
So, yeah, it's interesting.
that's cool,
And then
man.
and then I
Yeah.
moved then I moved to Washington, and now it's illegal here. So now I'm like, it's a trip, man. Weed is a trip.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I feel like it's good for me and then other times I don't.
Yeah, same, same. Yeah, and plus I've been smoking weed for so long. I just like I need a break. So that's basically what I'm doing.
Oh yeah.
And I was getting really paranoid too, like critically paranoid.
Yeah, it was I know that can happen and yeah, it's really flooding like crazy. It's been raining all day. I've been seeing
Is it
all these
really?
pictures like where like the town I live in, I guess downtown is all flooded out.
Are you in Branson?
Yeah, I actually live in Hollister, which is right next door.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna see if I can flip the screen. Well, it worked.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. I kind of liked it over there. It was kind of cool. Missouri.
Yeah, I love it here. Very beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It actually is, man. That's that place has kind of got some rich history too. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, and we got an amusement park and museums and roller coasters and two malls and bunch of
They've
shows.
got
There's
roller
like
coasters.
30 theaters.
Roller coasters.
Yeah, I actually went to an interview to be a ride operator on a roller coaster.
Oh, cool, man.
They got several roller coasters in the amusement park, which is called Silver Dollar City, and then there's like two that I know of, two other roller coasters that are just an independent roller coaster.
Oh, wow. Did you interview at the Silver Dollar City?
No, not yet. I haven't made it down there, so
That's a badass name. That's cool. Silver Dollar City.
yeah, totally,
Wish
it
they
is
made
cool.
wish they still made silver dollars.
Yeah.
You
That
got a
too.
green screen there?
Yeah, I'm doing the green screen.
Man, that's badass stuff.
Yeah, I decided to throw the money clip up. I can put any video that you have on your hard drive. You can set it to loop on the green screen.
That's crazy because I put this behind me because the wall's all messed up. Because I haven't repainted it yet. I'm in the process, but I just threw this up. It's a bunch of euros.
Right on.
That's kind of funny that we both chose money. for the background.
Yeah, yeah, I was laughing about that. That's cool. I remember when you did that art. I really like it, man, with the gold leaf.
Yeah, cool, man. Yeah, it takes a lot of time, and this one actually didn't come out. It wasn't as easy as I thought putting the gold leaf on there.
Is
The
gold
glue
leaf
dries.
pretty delicate or?
Yeah, it's extremely delicate. It falls apart really easy, and you have to like do it a certain way. And but the glue I used was dried really fast, and I needed something that wouldn't dry so fast. And so I had to go back over everything. So it's quite the process.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
Um,
and and it was a stencil. I had to make the stencil.
yeah, I've cut
So
some
yeah.
stencils because when I was a kid, I used to do those pumpkins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then
What's that?
yeah.
Pumpkin carving?
Mm,
Yeah, that's badass. I did a beetle pumpkin 3 years ago, and it was like so hard. I was like, I'm not going to do this again, so I didn't.
I
That's probably
know.
my best.
Oh, right on. Yeah, like for a while there, like I used to buy stencil paper to cut stencils, and then the art stores stopped carrying them because people used them for graffiti, you know?
Oh, what? That sucks. They do. I mean, stencils are big on graffiti, or the other way around.
Yeah, that was in San Diego that happened.
Oh, was it? There's this stuff you can get at Home Depot that works good too. I've heard. I haven't used it yet though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to some big craft supply place.
Yeah, I use all kinds of material. Also, like folders work if you like tape them all together. Those work fine.
Right on.
Like file folders. Yeah, I'm constantly like looking for like cool stencils or ideas for art. That's kind of what I've been doing lately, diving deep into the art thing because I have like a bunch of spare time, kind of spare time. But I'm always like brainstorming ways to make money out of nothing. Did
That's awesome, man. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I made some DVDs the other day,
you?
but I guess DVDs aren't that popular anymore.
No? What it was ever using? Blu-rays? I think everyone has DVD player now.
Yeah, but I
The
think it's like
VHS.
the people are on the internet, you know what I mean? And like doing
Oh yeah,
streaming video and like Netflix and stuff. Like I got access, like I don't even buy DVDs anymore, but for some reason I wanted to make a bunch of them. I bought like 600 of them off of Amazon.
oh my God, seriously?
Yeah,
Damn, 600?
yeah.
Dang, that wasn't a small order. How heavy was the box?
Well, it came in two boxes and they were pretty heavy, but I think I got free shipping.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I can produce a DVD for like 35 cents.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, so if you so like I can sell a DVD for $1 and actually make like an okay profit, you know.
Yeah. That's badass though. Are you just are you just making any like DVD?
It's like stuff I've made, videos I've made and stuff right now. Um, I
Oh,
could
that's cool.
prob I could probably make them for other people too, but
That's cool.
yeah.
That's actually really cool. Do you make like the cover for the actual CD?
What I do is I make a double-sided copy and then fold the DVD in paper.
Oh, okay, cool. That's
Yeah,
cool.
so
I was in a band, and we did that with like some LPs. We did that, made our own and stuff.
that's awesome. Yeah, my motto or like my business strategy is to produce a product cheap and then sell it cheap, but still make
Oh
a
yeah,
profit, you know?
definitely. That's kind of where I'm at. It's interesting. I'm actually thinking about doing that right now. I'm designing well, I'm not really factoring in my time, which most people do, but I don't even care about that. Just the turnaround, you know.
Oh yeah.
Like I can get these little boxes at like Marshalls. They're like
Uh-huh.
little jewelry boxes. They're wood, and I can like wood burn any design into them or any words, and I'm gonna sell them for like 15 a piece.
Wow, that's awesome, dude.
So I mean, like, that's a that's a big profit if your materials cost $1 and you're making 15, so you make $14 an item. You know,
Yeah, that's way good, and I'm sure
that's
tons of people
money.
will.
Yeah, and
Sure.
I can custom make them pretty much charge the same thing. So I think I'm really gonna do that this summer.
Could you set up at like a craft fair and custom make them on the spot, or?
Um, that's an idea. That's an idea. It takes a little bit for each one though. I would hate to get swamped with a bunch of work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I get a little overwhelmed in like working environments like that, you know. So I'd rather just have them ordering for me and then I'll, you know, drop them off in a week or something, you know, at their doorstep.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just easier for me. But yeah, I'm really gonna do that though. I think I'm gonna do that. And I have a little bit extra income I could invest in that next month.
I
Actually, I could
always
probably invest in it right now.
I always considered myself a product punk. I've made zines, DVDs, uh, buttons, and I had a TV show and made music videos and everything.
You ever make any patches?
I tried, but they didn't turn out very good.
Yeah, it's hard to find good patches these days, man, or anywhere. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to find patches from bands that are not very popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're like in the scene, you know, on the streets with the bands, you know, it's hard to get those kind of things. I was just wondering because I've been trying to acquire like some bulk punk patches, like black and white punk band patches. But
Yeah, no, I've bought a bunch of them over the years, but I never really did anything with them, unfortunately.
yeah, I'm wearing a patch on here actually on these pants. But
Right
yeah,
on.
seems like every time I make some like patches, all these people like hit me up and want patches, but nobody wants to pay for them. They just want it for free, and they don't even want to pay for like shipping. I'm like, Jesus, Jesus.
Mm.
With the punk crowd, punks usually don't have very much money. I don't know. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's true. Like I know I've heard people gripe about a $3 cover charge and stuff like that.
Yeah, same here. I mean, and then they like, yeah, yeah, $3 is cheap actually.
And then like me, I spent a lot of time like creating a certain punk style, And then
Yeah,
when you try and get work and you're like, yeah, I have all this experience and then this like aesthetic and everything. or it sometimes doesn't transfer well to like the corporate world or anything like that, you know?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, they want like a product they can market out, but they don't want like the idealism of it, you know, the ideology of anti-establishment because they are the establishment. You know? It's crazy.
Yeah, like people want a Hollywood product, and then I come along
Yeah,
and I'm like, hey, I'll do it for 40. And they're like, well, no, we want like a helicopter zooming in or whatever, like big
yeah,
special effects, $10,000 camera and all this. And it's like, well, man, I'm
yeah,
cheap and I'm fast. Like you could have it in your hand like a week from now, but people are afraid to make a small investment for some reason.
yeah. At the same time, like, I understand where they're coming from a business perspective, but also if you watch like old punk docs or like old punk shows like the Dead Boys or something, like it made such an impact and they sold so much, but the dude had like baloney, like he literally like clothespin some baloney on himself, like that probably cost like 12 cents at the store at the time, and he made thousands of dollars. So it's like it's all in how it's like presented, you know.
Yeah.
I think they just they look at the numbers and they look at what works. Nowadays, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Cause like the whole punk thing is like you're not even trying to sell somebody something. I mean, that's the whole point, you know. There's nothing to
Right.
sell. But also,
Yeah.
man, I just saw like I just saw I think it was Mervyn's or Ross or something. Now they're selling like muddy jeans.
Yeah, I saw
Like
that. How ridiculous is that?
yeah, like $300, $300 muddy jeans.
Yeah, it's outrageous. Um,
Yeah,
do you ever find that you have to explain to people the value of a one of a kind work of art, you know?
yeah, all the time. It shouldn't even have to be explained, actually. I
Yeah,
try and
yeah, it's
that's why I like selling my art because I value my art because I have this I have an idea and then I make it come to life, you know. And if someone like approaches me and says I like that, and then they say like, well, why is it like this or why is it like that? And it's like it's hard to like not appear like self-centered and like egotistical, you
yeah,
know.
I
And
know when I used to
if you
publish zines, I always felt like for each zine I publish, I should publish a supplemental zine that explains like why a zine is worth $1 and like what's cool about it and stuff, you know?
yeah, that's funny, man. You should a supplemental zine, man. That's sick.
Yeah.
See, like, I wish I had like resources with that. I wish people were in my face, like, because I used to have people like telling me that like they want me to buy their zine. I was actually just looking up this thing before I started this webcast, and there's this place in Santa Cruz, California. It's like an anarchist library.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it is badass, man. I miss it so much, but you know, I'm not gonna get out. It was a shitty time in my life, honestly, all around. It was good and it was bad, but this was one of the good parts because like I could go in there and I could just read all these underground books and designs from all over like California. They had like collections of the collections you could buy for like $1, $3. It was really badass.
Yeah, where I'm at, there's a zine library the next big city over. It's about 45 minutes from here, and I know there's a zine library there. I haven't made it there yet, but
Do you still have a zine?
um, I have a few here. Let me go get one real quick. I'll be right back.
All right.
like I used to do pocket zines,
Oh, okay.
and this one
That's crazy, man. That's
this one was like
badass, dude. That almost looks like some of those, what are those called? Like the church, like
a
scripture ones.
tract, a Jack
Yeah,
Chick
track.
tract. Yeah,
That's so funny.
I love those, and I always have, and that might be what inspired me to want to do
Dang,
a
that's
pocket
awesome.
zine. This one just has a few pages. It was just promoting a punk show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But have you published any like new ones though?
No, it's been a while.
Oh, okay. Man, I'd be interested in messing around with that or something.
Yeah, it's cool, but like I say, a lot of people don't understand them, and like when I first started, I could actually make a profit making them, but now but then attitudes changed, and and then people thought that zines should be free, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Well,
That's
that was the
that's
only way. The zine was like the only way to like read about certain bands back in the day and stuff. There used to be like an all girl zine and stuff I used to read. All girl band, all girl punk band zine.
that's
And
awesome.
yeah, it was awesome because it was like them describing themselves to like some media outlet, you know. And yeah, some people will get them for free, but usually they sell them and get gas money to go back and forth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know back in the day it was the paper net where you if you wanted something cool you'd mail away for it and always get like
yeah,
zines
I
and
still
stuff
do
in the
that.
mail, you know.
Yeah, I still do that actually. I've been thinking about getting a PO box lately, honestly,
That's
but
awesome.
because once you start working with like lots of people, you don't want them to know your home address. Just safer that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been blogging a lot. It's not really like, well, it's kind of like a guess, but it's just internet blogging.
Right on.
But I'm trying to.
I must not be seeing links to your blog on Facebook or something.
Yeah, I haven't really been posting links. I've been trying. I've been working on this thing called Schema.com, and I've just been because I've tried like advertising my like different things, and all of my attempts have failed. So I'm just like letting my work see what my work does by itself without even advertising for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally, totally. Yeah, sometimes
Yeah, because
you
I
just got
tried
to do the
advertising on email.
work and
I'm sorry, what?
well, sometimes you just got to do the work and I'm it's like I think to do art you have to like make the art and do the work and then you got to be a marketer and market the work and everything and
Yeah,
or be a
yeah,
salesman and sell the work. You have to wear different hats, you know.
yeah. Totally, man. Totally. Yeah, the most successful things I've done have I haven't promoted them myself at all or marketed them. I just built them and I built lots of them, and then I just would be at the right place at the right time, and that's literally. I'm not saying I'm waiting for that, but I've seen it in the past. It is true. Someone might come along and see your art, and then all their friends are into that exact same kind of art.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
It's cool to have a product, you know.
yeah, it is cool. But then like I also get burnt out once like someone discovers something that I'm making and they want a bunch of them. I'll just overdo it. So
Hmm.
I'm trying to make limited amounts of things that I make. Except for this new thing that I just told you about, the jewelry boxes. I'm probably gonna make a bunch of them, trying to make that into a little business on the side.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm trying to go for like a bunch of outlets right now because I'm really not making the money that I wish I was going to be making.
Right on. Well, let's see how long have, okay, we've been on for a half hour.
Really, it feels
Uh,
like an hour, man.
yeah, it does. It does. And are you cool if we wrap it up and maybe try again in a few nights?
Yeah, man.
Okay, cool,
Uh,
man.
this month is almost over, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's the 29th, so May should be here anytime soon. And
Well, brainstorm some ideas on like mental health and stuff, and maybe we can like just start. I'll just we can go over some of them or something.
yeah,
Cause like
I
I said,
got some stuff I know I need to talk about, so
cool, man.
I'm afraid somebody has been making fun of me because I have mental health problems, you know?
Oh, really? Something in like you're like that you associate with all the time?
No, it was a while ago. It was like 2 years ago.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
But
Well,
I'm like stuck. I'm like I had a breakdown and then I just am stuck in that breakdown, you know?
oh shit, yeah. Well, I wish you the best of luck, man. And
Yeah,
if you ever
May's going to be a good month for me, man. I think I'm going to do a lot better in May.
cool, man. That's
Well,
cool, man. You guys stay positive.
yeah, dude, thanks for chatting. It was great chatting with you, and we'll have to do this again.
Totally, man.
All right, later.
Rock and roll.